Hi, my loves. Ms.Terry here. How are you? Amazing, I hope. So I just wanted to jump on and do a quick video because I know people have been going through it. The reason why I know that is because Pisces season is not a game. And Pisces, we swim around in this energy all the time. So this is another day for us. But for people who aren't used to the intensity of how things are feeling, it can be very, very uncomfortable. So I want to say, number one, the full moon is coming up. So we know how people act around a full moon. Shit gets crazy, shit gets hectic. This particular full moon is in Virgo. Took some notes just because I don't want to forget anything. So here we go. This particular full moon is in Virgo, and the full moon is going to happen on March 18th. Now, one of the major things that have been happening, I want to say for the last maybe week, 2 weeks, energetically, people have been really feeling it physically. So if you need to, get to the doctor, do your checkups. When you make sure everything is all right and you get a clean bill of health and you're still feeling things, that's probably your gifts. It's probably your sensitivity to energies around you. Everything's not necessarily a physical medical condition. Sometimes it's an energy condition. People don't talk about it because people are more prone to talk about the medical side. I'm a massage therapist, but I'm not a doctor when it comes to, and I'm also energy practitioner, Reiki master. And I have been doing this for 12 years. So I have seen a lot where people hold a lot of physical tension in their body, but it actually can come from energy. So I say that to say, if you've gone to the medical side and you haven't gotten the relief that you think you should have, it may be an energy thing. Now, I'm gonna read off the list. I don't want to forget nothing. So, it has brought up a lot of things that need to be clear from your heart. You may be grieving, you might feel sorrow, you might feel down, you might even feel depressed. You might be thinking about exes, sorrow in general. A lot of times what has to happen is you have to let that stuff come up. You have to feel it. You have to release it. That means if you have to cry, if you have to yell, if you have to take some time to yourself, think of your body as trying to purge the energy. A lot of times, where's the energy going to go? It has to get transferred some kind of way. That's why massage with body work, I feel like, is the absolute best, because we set the intention with your massage and your body work to transition all that tension into something that's usable, doable. We're going to transform the anxiety into peace. You see what I'm saying? Transform the agitation into joy, like pleasure. Transform the pain into pleasure. That's why a lot of times people can get on board with massage more so than physical therapy, because when you go to the physical therapist, they're trying to force your range of motion. They're trying to get it done. They're in that Virgo energy of we got shit to do. We don't got time to coddle you. So most times people will skip physical therapy in lieu of massage because it feels better. Now, also with this Virgo energy and this full moon, think about what you think of. Think about Virgos. Are they not the goody two shoes of the zodiac? Virgos, y'all the goody two shoes, but we love y'all. Y'all are organized. Y'all are perfectionists. Y'all want to get shit done. Y'all want to do it in a systematic way. Why? Because that's how you can manage your anxiety. So this week may have you wanting to focus on things that you may not have been thinking about before, which is fine. To get it from looping in your mind, you can always write a list, write stuff down. I would say make sure you bring part of your focus to wellness. How do you feel? Are you okay? Are you sad? Are you happy? Are you uptight? Do you feel bad? Do you feel good? It's going to be really important this week, especially because it's amplifying the closer we get to Saturday. I think it's Friday, the 18th. 3 days. it's amplifying the closer we get to the full moon, but you can still feel it after. Like a good 3, 4, 5 days, you might still feel it after the actual full moon culminates. So take care of yourself. Hydrate. That's one of the best things you can do. Rest. Watch a funny movie. Do something to take your mind off things. Now, use the energy of this full moon to set some real intentions and to set some real goals. Don't be afraid to literally write down some stuff and put some deadlines around it. Put some parameters around it. Don't just let it be all open and willy-nilly. Really use this full moon to help you with what you're doing in your life. Now, the ugly part is the old emotions that are going to come up, that old grudges might come up, things that might still annoy you, things that might make you suck your teeth, things you don't even want to think about. But again, it's cleanup time. Cleanup meaning make peace, forgive, get energy work, get your chakras balanced, cry it out. People don't want to cry, but crying is a great way to purge old energies. People don't want to deal with stuff. You're being forced to deal with stuff. The whole world is. Let me just back up for a second. Once again, I did not intend for this video to be long. However, spiritual journey is not easy. People think it's all hip and cool and shit. Spiritual journey will take you to your knees, and it's not a quick process. So things will come up that you have to purge. So one of the other things, this moon sensitivity, people who are sensitive, empaths, when you feel stuff that's going on, when you feel good, make sure it's yours. One of the first things you can say is when you start feeling something different and you like, where is this coming from? Spirit, is this mine? You can muscle test too. Google or look up muscle testing. They have all different kind of ways to muscle test. I think the sway test is the easiest. It's where you stand up and you'll ask your body to give you a sign for a yes. Most times you'll like lean forward. You ask your body, give me what you feel like when it's a no. It might lean back or it might lean to the side, right? That's your body communicating with you. You ask it a question, it gives you an answer. So anyway, muscle test. Body, is this energy mine? If it's like yes, then you know you got to deal with it. If it's a no, then return this to whoever this belongs with and let them know that it's theirs and help them deal with it in a peaceful way. You don't have to keep it. You don't have to process it when it's not yours. Immediately when you command that energy to go, that's not yours, you should start to feel better. You should start to feel lighter because everything's not yours, especially if you know you're sensitive, if you know you're empathic, if you know your clairvoyance or your psychic gifts are opening and stuff like that. It's not always yours. This moon is going to make you feel more sensitive. That's why I'm telling you this. Don't worry if you're finding it hard to concentrate, or if you're finding it hard to set something in stone and to make solid decisions. Just give yourself some time, give yourself some grace. Let this week go by. Whatever it is, I'm sure it can wait. As the pandemic showed us, things are flexible and movable. So don't try to anchor anything in all hard. However, if you're setting your intentions for the full moon, you can definitely put parameters, guidelines, deadlines, stuff like that. But I'm just saying for this week, don't abuse yourself. Watch yourself talk. The last thing you need is you cussing your own self out in your head. This moon is deep emotions. But the good thing about it is that even though it's deep emotions, it's also deep and full of creativity, joy. It can be the most magical time. So you can get into both sides of it, not just one. Get into the creativity, get into who's the most famous Virgo you know? I don't know her, but I'm going to say Beyoncee. We see behind the scenes when she's working on a project, she is working on a project, diligent, perfection, but that's what she does. And then that creativity just busts out and it's amazing. So tap into your creativity. How can you be the Beyonce in your own life? Like, seriously, sorry, for my Baltimoreans, seriously. Y'all say seriously a lot. And y'all say Terry. How y'all say my name? Terry, Ms.Terry. Anyway, Also, this is a good time to think about your sense of purpose. Like, what are you here to do? What are you here for? What's going to be your legacy? What do you want to show? What do you want to leave behind? Beyonce has a song called I Was Here. She was definitely here. What are you here? What's going on with you? What you here to show? It could just be that, you know what? I want to be a nice person. I want to be a good person. It don't have to be dramatic, but get in touch with your sense of purpose. Okay, let's keep going. I already said don't be afraid to put your deadlines out. Oh, this is still the year of love. Hello. So if you're not up to speed in your love life, keep working on it. Do not quit. It doesn't necessarily mean it was going to be an overnight success because it was the year of love. I personally feel like how people felt like there was going to be this big, amazing thing that was going to happen at the beginning of the year going into January. I feel like it's happening now. I think things are amping up. So are you in position? Are you receiving? Did you close your heart back up? Did you get disappointed? Did you get bored? Did you start putting work ahead of it again? Like, if that's still your intention, don't lose sight. And all of a sudden you open your eyes and it's December and you totally like hermited out on it. If that's still your intention, don't get weary. Don't get weary. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys is that I am doing Reiki, and it's going to be ready for tomorrow. So let me explain when I say it's going to be ready for tomorrow. I have been doing Reiki by Chi Ball. I kind of want to give you a demo, but I don't want you to get confused. So when we do Reiki, distance Reiki by a Chi Ball, right? Let's say we form the energy. All the good stuff's put into the energy. All the good stuff's put into the ball. Your name's in here. Whatever intentions you want to set, all that is in there. From my heart, through my system, chakra system, up, universe, guides, angels, Usui Reiki masters, we send the Chi Ball up. Up, why? Where the angels and spirits are, right? When you are ready, you say the phrase, you call the Reiki in. I now call the Reiki in that was prepared for me specifically by Reiki Master Terry. Call the energy in. Then the energy comes in and you begin to feel it. The reason I switched to Chi Ball instead of just doing the Reiki at 10 o'clock was because people were thinking that they were missing it. Oh, I wasn't laying down at 10 o'clock. Oh, this at 10 o'clock. With the Chi Ball, you call in the energy whenever you want. The reason why I have it ready for tomorrow is so that you can do it anytime before the full moon, the day of the full moon. You can even do it more than once if you like. You don't have to just do it once. You can do it more than once. This time, the Reiki is going out. Of course, we make sure you have a good night's sleep. But I wanted to focus on transforming stagnation. I wanted to focus on transforming transforming the stagnation into motivation. Of course, peace and love, because the world is chaotic right now. Transforming tiredness into energy. Balancing your chakras, of course. Balancing your aura. Think of it as clearing the air. I want to show you this little chart. I don't know if you'll be able to read it. Try. Well, quickly. It's like the emotional centers of the body, right? So you'll see right side's masculine, left side's feminine, and you see all this like sadness, anger, afraid, powerlessness, rage. When we're clearing your chakras, we're setting the intention to clear out all these different things that might be stuck in you. Some people have knee pain. Ego and pride is in your knees. So if you've been stubborn, guilt sometimes can show up in the legs, frustration in the arms, lack of support and worry, upper back, neck, shoulders, all that stuff. We energetically have the intention to release that stuff with the Reiki. So that's why it's good to get done regardless of any type of intuitive messages. Here's the clarification part. It just so happens that when I do my Reiki, 9 times out of 10, if I'm doing it individually, a real specific message will come up for you. Doing it in a group, not so much, because I'm focusing on whatever each person's intention was. Not necessarily trying to get something unless the angels are like, tell them this. So the Reiki and the healing is complete in itself. The messages that you might get in addition from me, that's just additional that your spirit guides might have wanted you to know. You don't always get a message with Reiki, but the most important thing is the healing. Okay, so what else? Clean your aura, clear in the air. It's just a good addition. Like, it's just like, this is the other thing. We take showers every day. You gotta keep your energy clear. You could walk into work and your energy immediately goes down. You could have a down energy for the whole week. Now it's your disposition. Now you've been so cranky all for the last couple weeks. Now it's just your personality. It's like, do you ever stop and be like, why am I still so cranky? And if you're in a dead-end job or a job that you don't like, 1 second, please. You know that Whitney Houston thing start going. Anyway, sidebar. If you've been in a job that you don't like and it really starts to affect you over and over and over and over again, when are you going to get that cleared? That's why Reiki is just a good thing to do. You don't have to do it all the time. If you can find an in-person practitioner, that's even better. Speaking of the pop-up shops, y'all know with these gas prices, when I travel, I usually like to drive because I could take all my equipment and all the things that I love. But with these gas prices, hunting, I have not put on the pop-up shop cities yet. So stay tuned. I'm working on it. I know, right? And then I usually try to go at cherry blossom time. But the weather, you know, Maryland weather is like so bipolar. Another thing I wanted you guys to get is, if you haven't already, there's this great book by Louise Hay. It's called You Can Heal Your Life. You can get it on Amazon. You can get a used copy. The thing that I like about this book is it has a ton of health conditions in here. And it'll tell you what the emotional or the spiritual cause is. It'll also give you a new thought pattern so you can start to change your emotions from whatever the pain is. Like, for instance, acne. Acne is in here. What does acne say? Not accepting the self, dislike the self, or anger. What's the new thought pattern? I'm a divine expression of life. I love and accept myself where I am right now. So could you imagine if you're saying to yourself, I love and accept myself every day, instead of, damn, this acne's ugly and horrible? It's like, we gotta learn how to speak our healing in. You have to speak your healing in. So you can sign up for Reiki on my website. The reason why I say it's ready for tomorrow is because that's when I send the email out. That's when it's all done. That's when all the intentions are locked in, and you can do it as early as tomorrow. I have it out by 10 o'clock, or you can wait and do it another day. It's not ran by the moon. It's just a gauge for us. We're just using that energy, that Virgo energy. But whenever you choose to call it in, it is perfectly fine. You will not have missed anything. I am going to go onto my Instagram and check in on the people over there. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Ms.Terry baby, or QueenCityPsychic. That's also my YouTube channel. I'll post this on YouTube as well for people who aren't on my email list. If you don't want to be on the email list, just unsubscribe, because I'm trying to clean that email list up anyway, in case there's old people on there who don't need to be on there, new people you want to get locked in. But I just had to check in with you guys because I know it's been tough, because hey, y'all are in my domain now. I'm Pisces queen over here. Like, all 12 zodiacs is in me. So this energy that y'all struggling in, feeling like, oh my God, this is the dark night of the soul. Yeah. But that's why a lot of times Pisces are spiritual teachers, because we've learned to rock with this our whole life. So that also makes us, you know, perceptive, and a lot of Pisces are very intuitive and stuff like that. So visit me on YouTube, sign up for Reiki on my website. You want to book a reading, you know how to do it. Oh, I have limited my schedule. I'm reading on Wednesdays and Sundays. So those are the times for now. I may open up some time on Thursdays as well. But that's about it for now. Okay, my loves, I will talk to you soon. Be safe and have a great rest of your week.